Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy Humboldt 2 times for me. Back in that video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at Humboldt 2 times. Now, look, that's today's topic, talking about it's something different about you. Now, look, right, before today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything, for giving me these amazing downloads, sharing this amazing good information on me from no cap. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. I love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. I'm going to say that one more time. Just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Now look, it's something different about you. Now, what do I mean by something different about you? I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean this in very good, positive ways, right? See, when people first encounter you, in other words, when people first see you, they already know, okay, she's different, he's different, right? People can peep. A lot of times people can peep and scope out rare people. Why? I'm gonna say that again. A lot of times, bro, people can peep out rare people. Why? Because a lot of people are normal. A lot of people are average. A lot of people do the same thing. So when somebody comes across somebody who's not doing the same thing, right? Their aura is different. It's like this beautiful glows to them, beautiful auras to them, right? They can feel it immediately, right? It could be through them just dapping you up, or through them giving you a hug, or just them being around you. Like, it'll be to the point where you're not even really talking to them. You're just more so listening, right? And even though you're really only just listening, they feel happy just you listening, right? Just your presence alone helps them with their day or whatever they may be going through, if they're going through anything, right? See, your energy is beautiful. It's more than beautiful. It's more than any word I could use, especially in this English language, so-called English language, right? But the thing is that they look at you, right? And a lot of people look at us in a positive, right? Because it's like, oh man, this person is so cool, they have such cool aura, they're like really good energy. But a lot of people, they get envy. And I might make a whole separate, bro, tomorrow, y'all, I might make a whole 2-part talking about envy. But look, I'm gonna talk about it in this video though, right here. Look, then you have the other people, right? These people get upset at you, but they're not really upset at you, they're really upset with themselves. But they try to act like they're upset with you because they get envy. They get jealous because they see your glow. They see your light, they see your darkness, they see your good energy, and they dislike that. You ever been around somebody, right? And they're just like, why is he so happy? Why is she laughing so much? I'm gonna be real with you. If you're around somebody, right? And let's say you just laughing a lot. Pay attention to what these people are. Pay attention to your life, y'all. Pay attention to the people that you got around you. Pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to their jokes, because not everything is a joke, right? Pay attention to when people say things to you, right? Sometimes, not all the times. Sometimes it's better not to pay people attention at all. But look, right? Etc. But look, right? The thing is that I'm looking at a squirrel, y'all. But the thing is, right, is that they get envy, right? Because I'm telling y'all, if you're laughing a lot, in other words, in a good mood, because laughing is very high vibration, a very good energy. I made a video talking about laughing a while ago. But if you're laughing a lot and you have somebody around you that's supposed to be cool with you or whatever, and they're getting upset because you're laughing, it's not your friend, bro. So that might not be your friend. Because why are they getting upset? Because you're happy, right? If you just told somebody some good news, right, and they get upset about it, that might not be the people for you. Those people really might not care for you, bro. Because people who really care for you, they're not going to get upset at you for being happy, for being in good energy, for being in good spirits. They're not gonna get upset at you, right? Another thing is that people, they can't figure you out, bro. They want to figure you out, right? They want to know what your next move is. In other words, they want to know what you're doing next. Like, what are you gonna do next, right? right? See, it's the truth, bro. Like, when you mind your business, bro, more people want to know about your business. Like, that is the honest truth. Like, the more you mind your business, the more people want to know about your business, right? So you may notice that no matter how much you may try to, you know, focus on yourself, it's like people always trying to like know about you, right? And here's the thing, bro. If you want to really go far in life, which you can, you already are, I recommend not telling everybody your ideas. I recommend not telling everybody your goals. What I mean by goals is, like, let's say you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to get somewhere. I recommend not telling really anybody, really. You might, if you are gonna tell people, I recommend if you are gonna tell people, I recommend just telling people that actually really care about you and about what you got going on. Like, just be very mindful of that before you just tell them, if you are gonna tell them. But I recommend not really telling anybody, if not anybody, your goals and your ideas and stuff like that, because a lot of people don't care. And the reason why I say you want to make it really far in life by not telling people your goals and stuff, a lot of people your goals, if not anybody your goals, is because you may get discouraged. What I mean by discouraged is that you may start to disconfident yourself, because the people that you care about and love, and you thought they cared and loved you, just told you something negative, told you something very unconfident, right? So now you may be like, well, dang, if they think that and we're all supposed to be cool and family or whatever, well then, man, maybe I can't. Like, no, you can do it, right? They just don't see what you see, and that's fine. You were meant to have those visions. They weren't meant to have those visions, and that's okay, bro. Don't let that stop you from what you want to do, right? You don't got to tell people your goals and what you got going on. Let people think. What I mean by let people think is that, bro, let them think that you don't know what you got planned. Now, I'm not sitting here saying lie to people. I don't recommend that, neither do I suggest that. But you don't got to tell people your ideas, bro. Right? You don't got to tell people what you got going on, bro. Because a lot of times people will try to use that against you, right? I recommend, too, not telling people your weaknesses, right? Because a lot of people, they'll try to use that against you, bro. You know how many times people have tried to use things against one another? And the reason why they was able to do that was because that person thought they was really cool, so they opened up more with them. And then those people ended up trying to use it against them, right? Another thing is, too, right, is that when it comes to you, right, you're different, right? You're very rare, right? You may notice that a lot of people don't give you compliments, or if you do get a lot of compliments, you notice it's never from the people that you would expect it to be from, right? See, you are very different. Your energy, you shine very brightly, right? A lot of people don't like that because they're not shining brightly, even though they can, but they feel as if they don't have it, or they feel as if they want what you want. They want what you have, right? So they're looking at you like, how does she have all of this and I don't have anything? Or they'll be like, how does he have this perfect life, right? And I don't have none of it, right? A lot of people are envy. A lot of people are jealous, right? A lot of people, in other words, what I'm saying is that a lot of people vibrate low. A lot of people are in very bad negative energy, right? So when they see somebody like you, right, being positive, being in good energy, they don't like that, because they're like, they can't see themselves being that, right? This is why a lot of people try to be one another, because they're not feeling right with themselves. So they feel like, if I be something that I'm not, they think that they'll feel better about themselves, but they never do, right? So yeah, bro, your energy is different, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people are in very negative energy, or very low energy, right? So they're not going to get you, right? Another thing is, too, is that a lot of people don't like to see people happy, right? A lot of people don't like to see people laugh and smile and be vibrating high and being good energies, right? So you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing weird about you, right? You're being yourself, right? Nothing wrong with that. There never will be anything wrong with that. It's just a lot of projectors, a lot of people trying to make you feel bad. Don't let none of it get you, bro. If you couldn't handle it, God would not put it on your plate, bro. And that's the honest truth. But look, man, hope y'all feel much with today's video. I'll catch y'all for much on the next one, man. Peace.